So you want to learn how to do a high taper. I got you. No guard closed is what I'll start off with, making my first guideline. And then I'll open up all the way about a finger's width. And then I'll slap my one guard on, start with it open, about another finger's width. Now I'm gonna close my lever and work just underneath that. Then I'll go back down to my initial guideline right underneath that, do my trimmer, just to make it a little bit more bald. He doesn't do a shaver. Since I already have the trimmer in my hand, I'll go ahead and start lining him up on the side there and right above the ear. Now I'm using my corner here, as you can see. I'm just going right into that initial guideline, and then I'm going to open it up halfway, and again using the corner, going just up a little higher, right up until I use it all the way open to blend even higher up into that one guard closed. Then I go ahead with the half guard, use it halfway. That usually does the trick. Now I grab my phone here to help me see like a second mirror. Whether you're using the phone technique or not, you want to make sure you comb the hair out when you're looking at it through the mirror or the phone to make sure it gets the details it needs. Now I see a little bit more that needs to be detailed, so I decided to close that half guard. I'm still using the corner, as you can see, and then that does the trick for me. Working on the beard, starting with the one guard open, then I go ahead and close it, go a little bit higher from that one guard open. Open it up one more time just to detail it, make it look clean. Now I'm using my half guard. I start with it open and I work my way halfway, after which I close it all the way. Once I'm done with that, I take my guard off. I have no guard. I start with it open. Then I go down halfway, and then I eventually close it. Once I'm done with that, I grab my trimmer just to take out that last line there. Now going to the back taper, I'm going to repeat the same steps that I did on the side, starting with no guard, lever all the way closed, making my initial guideline. Make sure to make that line clean, sharp, straight, even on both sides before you move on to the next step, which is opening the lever all the way. Again, about a finger's width. Making sure to brush the hair down to get the hairs that I'm cutting off the skin. Now I grab my one guard, starting with it open, just as I did on the side, going up about a finger's width again, making sure it's even and clean on both sides before moving on. Just kind of taking my time, brushing the hair, making sure that there's no hairs that have to be cut that haven't. closing that guard, just tapping that line just underneath, kind of softening up that line from no guard open. Now I have my 1.5 guard and I'm starting with that open as well, going up again another like finger's width. Usually by the time I get to a 1.5, I prefer to use a comb just because the hair is like slightly longer. And then I'm closing that, and just like the 1 guard, close, going right underneath it to soften that line from the 1 guard open. My next step here is to grab my 2 guard. I'll start with it open, and this should be my last guard that I need. So I got my trimmer. I'm gonna clean up underneath that initial guideline to ball that out as much as I can. We're not doing a shaver. Since I already have the trimmers in my hand, I'm just gonna go ahead up and line him up on the side above the ear and the side of the nape. I am going to be doing both sides, after which I'll check to see if they're both even and I'm not pushing in his line too much. Alright, looks good. So now we're going to use our no guard close. I'm using my corner just like as we did on the side taper. I've used the corner from that initial guideline, starting right underneath, going up into it. Now my next step here is to open it up halfway, no guard, using the corner, going up just a little bit more, not going higher than that no guard all the way open that I created. You can see the line is slightly there to the sides. Now I'm opening it up using the corner. In most cases, depending on the hair texture, it can blend into that 1 guard closed. To the side of his nape, you can see where there's more of a line that I have to kind of detail out, and more in the center of his nape, it looks like it's already blended out. Just taking my time, using my eyes to see if there's any spots, dark spots that need to be kind of detailed out. As you can see, I'm softening out that line to where it's going to be pretty much gone. The back taper is clean, blended nicely. If you find this video helpful, I would appreciate it if you hit the like button and the subscribe button so I can continue to put out some more content for y'all. He wanted a little Drake heart, so he gave him the certified lover boy. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.